Hello and welcome to Everything Dance. I'm your mentor, Dancing Dawn. This is your go-to site for all dance subjects and styles and all other related topics, from beginner to professional, and dance teaching qualifications. The Gay Gordens dance originated in 1938 with the Gordon Highlanders Regiment, along with the Ballroom, barn dance, sequence dance. Many old and new modern sequence dances are still performed at tea dances, the hardest being the classical sequence dance Old Time Waltz. Many clubs choreograph new dances for members to learn, but today we're talking about the Gay Gordens. More specifically, the Gay Gordens was said to have emerged sometime between the 1890s and 1910. The English Dance Authorisation Victor Sylvester states that the Gay Gordon is one of the various quick marches that appeared between the two world wars and actually lasted. The dance appeared in Scotland at the turn of the century, then taken up in the English ballroom in the mid-1930s. From there, going to Australia, where there are three main versions. The main form finishes with a two-step waltz or sometimes with a polka turn. In the ballroom dance version and the old-time dance version, the twirls performed under joint hands by the lady are very smooth pirouette turns, whilst the partner merely walks forwards, whereas in the folk dance, the lady uses a Scottish type pas de basque turns and the man dances forward pas de basque steps. Old sheet music for the Gay Gordens utilises the Scottish jigs, Cock o' the North and 100 Pipers as the signature tunes, whereas many of the old-time dance bands favour Scotland the Brave as their signature tune. Other forms use Hyken's Serenade, Stanchen, amongst others. It should be noted at this time that old-time as sequence dances often have a variety of different versions and or endings. Also, one should be aware that dances, although having the same or similar name, are also completely different dances, such as the Ballet Glide, line dance version, and Ballet Glide, also known as the barn dance version. This is not true of the Gay Gordens and should be performed as shown. The Veleta Waltz. Competitions were held to discover new dances. The Veleta Waltz is the first perceived choreographed sequence dance. It was entered into a competition in 1899 but didn't win a place. The music publishers Francis Day and Hunter noticed its potential, and with the cooperation of the arranger Arthur Morris, it was revamped and introduced as a new dance in 1900. The Veleta is accepted as the dance that set the pattern for the popularity of many of the new choreographed sequence dances, including the military two-step 1904, St Bernard's Waltz, 1904. Eva Three-Step, 1904. Boston Two-Step, 1902. Maxina, 1917. Bradford Progressive Barn Dance, 1919. And Pride of Erin, 1930. The St Bernard's Waltz, a social couples dance. The most popular social couples dance to slow the tempo a little as a simple waltz. It is a Scottish country dance which has a long history related to both English country dancing and the court dancing of Europe, France in particular. In the 18th century, England had its country dances and Scotland had its reels, although both dance the other also. At the end of the 18th century and beginning of the 19th century, Britain was greatly influenced by the French dancing tradition and individual French dancing masters. This came to a head in the 1820s when the French quadrille tradition became all the rage across the country. The 19th century saw continual change in both what was danced and the style of dancing. In Scotland, at the beginning of the century, people went to dance classes, wore soft shoes and danced with pointed toes. By the First World War, dancing was done in hard shoes and the style was lower. When Miss Milligan and Mrs. Stewart founded the Scottish Country Dance Society in 1923, their motivation was to resurrect the old traditional dances and recreate a more authentic early 19th century style, dancing square dances and single-figure quadrilles. Most Scottish weddings will expect everyone to know the Dashing White Sergeant, Strip the Willow, and old-time dances such as the Gay Gordens, the Canadian Barn Dance, and the St Bernard's Waltz, and the military two-step. Do check out the links below, where I've linked other historical videos of dance styles and also how to do some of the dances mentioned in this video. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, share and add a comment below to let me know if you know any of these dances and if you would like to learn more. Thanks for watching and happy dancing.